Hi everybody and welcome back to the Selfish Column. It's your girl Nancy. I hope you guys are ready to have some more fun with me. I missed you guys. I hope everything has been going well for the month of April. We're now in May. I've been getting my butt kicked all month of April, like trying to get work, social media, kind of working like 2 full-time jobs, and planning a wedding, which is like another full-time job. I'm drowning, but we made it. Today, we're going to be talking all about our homegirl, Zara. Zara decided to drop Complexion line for real. So when I heard that, I'm like, let me see what they got in the books. I bought 2 foundation and 1 concealer, which I think I might regret the concealer, but we'll see about that. So before we go forward, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun jazz. So we can have more fun and I can have more time to do more content. So I ordered 2 products from them for our foundation. The first one is this color right here, the N961. So this one is supposed to be a neutral undertone. I wasn't really sure what would look good on my skin. And also I figured since summer is coming, I might get darker. And then I ordered this one right here, which is the red undertone, is in the N960. So N961, it's right here, N960. And they kind of stand in an angle. Like, I'm not even trying to do this. It's pretty interesting because they do have a pump and they kind of stand in an angle. The next thing is the concealer. I went with N961 in this because I thought it might be up a lighter, but we'll see how that works. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with N960. We're going to pump it. Okay, so that's what the N961 looks like on me. It's interesting because one side is like, when it settles, I'm really curious to see what it would look like. So this is it on my arm. This is it on my cheek. Now I'm going to try N960 in the color. They are pretty light, but what I'm finding about them right now is that it's a little watery. I just flip this over. I'm going to try it on this end. So this is the 60. And it's like a little bit more red undertone. And that's how I usually like my foundation. So this is what it looks like on my skin. This seems to be a little more darker than I would like, but I think this color would work for me in the summer because I know I do get to it when I'm out in the sun. My skin color does change. So this is the other one. I like how this one settles in a little bit more with the color match. But it's really interesting when you look at both my arms right here. I'm going to move these around and like look. So right here. So this is the N961, which is a neutral undertone. And this right here is the N960, which is a red undertone. And most of my foundation are usually red undertone. So when this is settled in, I'm a little bit more confident about this color than this color. So I did see a few reviews, and a lot of the complaint was like the concealer is too drying and it's not easy to blend and it kind of still leaves like cracks under your eyes. So I'm really nervous to try it, but we're going to give it a try and see what it works. And to be honest, I really want to know if it's going to battle some drugstore ones that I like to use, like the L'Oreal concealer, because this is around the same price point as this is a $15 concealer, and then the foundations are $25. So we're going to go with the flow and see what we can do. I've decided to go with our homegirl N960 for the color match. I'm just going to pump it on my hand because I like doing that. And I'm going to put this much, like this little drop right here. And I'm going to just start light. Kind of work from there. also have an NYX one. So I'm just gonna start lightly. And so I'm just gonna keep going. So the foundation with the description is supposed to be like a limitless foundation with a matte coverage finish, but it's still supposed to be like a radiant look. It is a lot of foundation. So that little drop that I put on my hand right here that I'm still working with. So that's what I'm working with on my skin. And I will put in the description box what I prepped my skin with before putting the foundation on. It's just a serum, powder, primer, you know, a full jazz. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And this is literally as much as I'm using for my full face. It's the second dab, and I'm just putting it on the edge just because I want to just do this without going around my eyebrows. So it does have a matte finish. Now that I'm having it on my full face, I can see it drying down really, really quick. It does have a matte finish. I'm gonna just take my sponge right here, and I'm just gonna keep patting it down. And I don't want to put too much on either, just enough. Because if it's a matte finish, it's definitely a summer foundation, especially for girls like me that have like normal to oily skin. This is what we're working with right now. I'm just gonna dab a little bit more because I want to build it up a little. Cover some in. All right, so that is the foundation by itself. What do you guys think? Now I'm gonna go in with the concealer. This is in the color N960, so it's like the sister to this foundation. The first thing I will say, like, but just by looking at it, I wish it was a little brighter because I'm scared that it might just blend in with the foundation, and maybe that could have been my mistake as a consumer. I'm gonna just use my new concealer techniques of just dragging it, just placing it here, putting some here. See, when I put it under my eye, it doesn't, it's bright, but almost looks like the foundation color. So let's see how we're gonna work. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. I'm just gonna go light on it. It's light. I don't know. I'm not really sure if I'm feeling this. It doesn't really give me that feeling that I would want from a concealer. So I think I should have went a lighter color, but I'm gonna make it work. See, like when I put it here, like it doesn't look like I have any concealer on my face, right? Like not at all. It's literally just blend in. I think it's like it's oily, like it's not settling. It just feels like your natural oils in it are fighting. So it does give me like a good natural look to it, but my face just feels a little like greasy. It feels greasy, which is not a good feeling. So I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me Maybelline powder. I'm gonna take the same sponge. I'm just gonna go. See, when I put this on my skin, it just absorbs that feeling. Like, it really does. Like, just go with a little contour. Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. I always have beats in my head. Beats. Should it be like Beats by Nance? I'm just gonna do a little new technique that I learned off TikTok. Just gonna pull my face up a little with a contour here. So I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna do a little chin contour. Okay, so before I beat the face down, because I just contoured it, I'm gonna take this number 40 from Maybelline right here, where my cheeks are. But what I'm doing now is just, I'm gonna be beating down my contour with the same beauty blender that I put the powder on, so I don't get those harsh lines. It's a lot of work, so I'm literally beating my face up. Like, who needs enemies, right? And you could do this on your own. And then these one temples right here, we're gonna go under the eye. Yes, I'm one of those people that use the same beauty blender for everything. After putting my powder on my skin, I don't hate the concealer that much. Blend the rest of these guys down. Let go up. I'm gonna drag you guys up. That is the face. That is the face. With no eyeliner, eyeshadow. Alright, okay, so this is the final look. And I'm very impressed of how well this foundation has settled on my skin. I do like how it sits on my skin. It is a matte finish, especially after I put my powder on. It feels very well settled. I'm still a little iffy on the concealer, but I'm not mad because it wasn't a lot of money. It was 15 bucks. If I had to choose between that or my drugstore one, I probably will still go with my L'Oreal. But the foundation itself, I think it's perfect for summer, especially for someone like me who struggle with oily skin. And that's what I was fearful for. So I'm going to watch if this concealer is breaking. So scale of 1 to 10, my foundation, I will give it 8 out of 10 because it sits really well, it's buildable, and it's easy to use for an everyday. Good price point for $25. From a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this concealer a 5. Just because, like, even just sitting here, I could see the oil separating from it, and that's very concerning for me. This is my final look. I really love my hair. I've had my hair on for like about a month now, and I've just been kind of taking care of the curls, but it's all single braids, if anybody's wondering. All single braids. If you really like this, share it. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button so at least the next person can get a suggestion on there. Bye, guys.